Do you ever dream of having lots of money, not living paycheck to paycheck? Having your money work for you? Giving you the freedom of enjoying life? On this channel, I am going to walk you through the steps we made to our lifestyle, our budget, how we became debt-free, saved for retirement, started investing, and was able to move to living off one income. If you would like to learn our money strategies, like and subscribe to this channel. My name is Melissa, I am a mom of two, and this is our financial story. Like most kids growing up in the 90s, money was something we did not talk about in our family home, nor was it taught to us in school. We were all taught if we study hard, get good grades, get a degree, and that will get us a high-paying job. And if we stay at that job for 40 years, they'll give you benefits, rewards, and a good pension. Well, this method did work back in the day. However, the times have changed, and with that so did the pension, taxes, and legal systems, which requires us now to be more responsible for our own retirement, to ensure we have enough saved to retire at 65. The problem is, we have no idea how, and where to start. And society has taught us, in order for us to be happy, we must spend money on the newest iPhone, or new car. Essentially, we must keep up with the Joneses. And, we were no different. I worked hard through high school to get into university, got a master's degree in chemistry, and landed my first job with a good company starting at $55,000 a year. I met my husband who was working as a carpenter, earning about $50,000 a year. We bought our first house which required updates and renovations, bought 2 new vehicles, bought the latest new gadgets, and was living like we made millions. Here we were a young couple with no kids pulling in over $100,000 a year, and we were still living paycheck to paycheck, not saving a penny. Then, I got pregnant with our first beautiful baby girl, and went on maternity leave for 12 months. And boy did we notice the pay cut with living on EI. We found ourselves struggling to keep up with the bills, using credit cards and line of credits to pay them, but not changing our lifestyle. After maternity leave, I went back to work and earned a promotion, increasing my salary to $65,000 a year. Still spending more than we were making, but somehow we thought we were making it work and this was how life was supposed to be, not realizing how we were setting our future selves up for failure. The interesting part, with all this spending, we were still not happy. We found ourselves going through the motions of keeping up with life. We would wake up, get ourselves and our child ready for the day, drop off at daycare, drive to work 8 to 9 hours a day, pick our child up from daycare, go home, make dinner, clean the house, do laundry, get our child ready for bed, rushing through the entire day, all to be able to sit on the couch for 30 to 60 minutes to watch TV before going to bed. Then, getting up and doing it all over again. Even though we were spending all this money on material stuff, it wasn't like we had the time to fully enjoy them. And the worst part of all of it, we were missing out on the important moments of our beautiful daughter growing up. 7 months after returning to work from maternity leave, we found out we were expecting our second child. By the time I was 8 months pregnant, going through the same daily routine for the last year and a half, my husband sat me down and said that our lifestyle wasn't working for him anymore, and he needed it to change. He told me that once I go back to work from maternity leave, he was going to quit his job to stay home with both kids, and be a stay-at-home dad, and this would give us more time to enjoy life. At that moment, I looked at him with so much love and respect, that he wanted to sacrifice his career for our family. But since I am the one that takes care of the financials of our lives, yes, not that I was doing a very good job at it, but I was the one making sure all the bills were getting paid. I started to panic as I knew that there was no way we could afford for him to quit his job. How? We were living paycheck to paycheck with so much debt. But, the idea of the lifestyle he was offering sounded so amazing. How on earth can we pull this off? Up until this point, I didn't really set a budget. I knew what fixed bills needed to be paid throughout the month, and I just ensured the money was in our account. The rest I had no idea where it went. I analyzed data all day at work, and therefore, knew that is what I would need to do to figure out our money situation. I pulled 6 months worth of bank statements, and categorized each transaction, and was completely shocked at the results. Here we were pulling in over $7,000 a month and still going into debt each month. $550 on debt. We were only paying the minimum payments which pretty much only covers the interest. $890 on gas. Where were we going? We do live out of the city and needed to commute, but almost $900 worth of gas? $380 on our cell phone, internet, and cable. Did we really need these? $867 on daycare, and that is just for one kid. How are we going to afford this with 2 kids? The most surprising is that we spent $1,260 on food and alcohol. There is only 2 of us that are really eating. And $600 on entertainment and shopping. Now that I saw exactly what we were spending our money on, I knew that the dream of having more time in life and living off one income might be possible, and this really put a spark in me. So, I started researching different strategies, advice from others, and really playing with the numbers. But, there was a big problem we needed to solve first, before my husband could quit his job. Our debt. We had $53,000 in debt, not including our mortgage. This was going to be a big tackle, but we were determined to figure it out. I solve problems every day at work. It was time for me to start treating our financial problem the same way I would treat a work problem. So, I got to work. It has been 5 years since we took on this challenge, and we would like to share our experiences of what worked, what didn't work, our setbacks, and our general financial strategies. I can say we are now debt-free. Besides our mortgage, we are able to put money aside for retirement and investments, and we are now living off one income. But we still have a ways to go, so come join our journey to become financially independent. Don't forget to subscribe.